Illinois driving in the rain. Anyway, I was just watching a Liberty Minute from a young lady that goes by the name of Liberty Doll. Absolute sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. And I've been hearing this more and more and more about these leftists out here in the media talking about, we need to deprogram right-wingers, or some call right-wingers. We need to deprogram right-wingers. We need to send them to re-education camps. That's straight out of the movie Red Dawn. Straight out of the movie Red Dawn. Re-education camps. They even say that in the movie. And when they like to say, well, the right wing, so many of these right wing neo-Nazis, white guys, they've read the Turner Diaries, they've watched Red Dawn. How many of the leftists have done the same thing, and they are doing the very things that led up to the Turner Diaries? How many of them are doing the things or suggesting to do the things that was shown in the movies Red Dawn 1 and 2? Or not 1 and 2, but the one that was made back in the mid-80s during the Cold War, and the remake back in 2012. Re-education camps. If you said that back then, oh, you're a conspiracy nut, you're a tinfoil hatter, all kinds of insulting BS terms, and now they're saying it publicly, out in the open. They're not even hiding it anymore. Re-education camps, concentration camps. Jesse Ventura, when he had his conspiracy theory show many years ago, and you used to be able to watch them on YouTube. Not anymore. They yanked them all. And there was one particular one on there where he talked about the, what do they call them, concentration camps, or they used some other name that they put whole families in, surrounded by fence and barbed wire and concertina wire, with it all facing in and not out. Why would they face them in? Residential centers. That's the word I was looking for. Residential centers. The barbed wire and everything is faced in to keep the people inside from getting out. Yeah, Jesse Ventura talked about that. And all these different things that he stumbled upon. And I know people don't like Alex Jones, but Alex Jones was right there saying a whole lot of the same things. I called George Norrie last night on Coast to Coast AM, got on. And I mentioned this. If he can get a hold of former Governor Jesse Ventura and see if he can get him on the show and ask him about this. Because they yanked all Jesse's old shows, they yanked them off YouTube. And the thing that really stuck out for me, talking about all this stuff, the stuff that we have started to experience last year. You got the riots going on, you got all this crazy stuff, and they said the whole thing was going to be triggered by a disease pandemic. Look what time we're living in. The very things Jesse Ventura said many years ago, today are happening. They're happening today. And the fact that the left is now saying, oh, we need to send these people to re-education camps, and we need to deprogram right-wingers. As far as I'm concerned, when they say right-winger, ooh, you evil right-winger, it used to be traditional Americans. A wholesome mom, dad, family, Sunday dinners, whether or not they went to church, have a nice lawn, dad's out making the bacon, mom's home, taking care of the house and everything, traditionalisms, celebrate the 4th of July, celebrate Christmas, and people are going to argue that up one side and down the other, I could care less. Celebrate Thanksgiving, learn your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Nowadays, if you still believe in doing all that stuff, you're an evil right-winger, according to the left. I've watched a lot of police shows and detective shows over the years, and one of them was called Blue Bloods, about New York City family who has had at least 3 generations of family members in law enforcement. One lady, the sister, she's in the district attorney's office, and they always show this family who is Irish Catholic, always having Sunday dinners. The family gets together and all this kind of stuff. And whatever happened to those days? All the traditions that people just did, it's like they're gone now. Anybody doing stuff like that is a square. You're a nutball. And if you believe in having your traditional Thanksgiving, have the family over, here comes the left. I've actually seen videos of these leftists going, "You have nothing to be thankful for." I've got a lot to be thankful for. For starters, I'm thankful that I'm not one of you leftist morons that bought into this socialism and communism and all this other BS. I'm thankful that I didn't fall for it like you idiots did. I'm thankful to be born here in the States during the time I am. I'm glad I wasn't born behind the Berlin Wall when it was up. I'm thankful that I wasn't born on some island where they still had cannibalism and headhunters. I have a lot to be thankful for, and a lot of you have a lot to be thankful for. But these leftists who have been brainwashed by their communist professors, the ones that Joe McCarthy warned us about decades ago. You people are too stupid to know that you're stupid because you bought into the BS. I don't know. We're watching it happen. We are living it today. And I think one of these days America's not going to be here. That's why I plead with everybody. Prep, prep, prep. Anything and everything. Because one of these days, you thought last year was bad, where you go to the stores and you can't find food, you can't find this. Today, it's hard to find people that get off their dead ass and get to work because of what they've been taught by their communist professors and teachers in our public institutions of higher learning. Joe McCarthy warned us about that. He said, one communist on the faculty is one communist too many. And now it seems like you can't even be on the faculty. You can't even be a teacher without being a communist or a socialist or some other leftist dirtbag. Anyway, I wanted to put this out here. I got to get my trailer washed. But I wanted to put this out there about, I just listened to a video clip that Liberty Doll had on, and it had Katie Couric on there saying, these right-wingers, these people need to be deprogrammed. Deprogrammed from what? Traditionalism? They need to be deprogrammed from family, having a traditional family. They need to be deprogrammed. Oh, you don't need to have a mom and dad. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who don't even know who their dad are. They don't know who their dad is. There's so many of this out there. And people like Katie Couric and all these other leftists out here, they want to keep pushing every kind of despicable leftist agenda. It's like the group called PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Where are these people at when some fruitcake shows up at a hospital and got to get a dead rodent removed from his ass. Yeah, I said it. I say a lot of things that a lot of people are afraid to say. You don't believe me? Go find the Urban Dictionary and look up gerbling. Yeah, 30-some years ago, it was an urban legend. It was a myth. But I'm sure if you have a credit card, I'm sure you can find you a website and they will show it to you for a price, them engaging in the most vile forms of depravity ever derived by the subhuman consciousness. I gotta go in here and take care of business. Appreciate you listening to me. This is Eric, the Mind Control Guy, signing off for now.